A quick notice before is for the next 2 to 3 weeks, I'll be doing these two what ifs. What if Deku was Spider-Man, and what if Gohan was in DXD? Or if I change my mind, I'll add some others. But these are the main two I'll be doing for the rest of the 2.5 weeks. So, yeah, let's get started. It's been 4 weeks since Dr. Connors been taken to jail. Am I happy about it? No, not really. I'm not happy that I had to force Dr. Connors to understand. And no, it's not something that I'm proud of. I had to fight someone that was basically family. And to be honest, it's probably not my strong suit. But yet, I have a new suit though, given by Dr. Connors, with new equipment and tech, which is nice. I've been having those dreams recently. That black ooze has been showing up more and more ever since Connor's defeat, and I've been seeing these 8 vestiges. I can't explain what they are. They're glowing eyes, yellow, unlike the large white eyes that usually look at me. I usually see in my dreams. Anytime I swing around, I see them, and it's weird. It's like I know it. It's like I know them, but I don't. It's just freaking me out. As I would swing through the city, wondering what am I gonna do now? With all my time occupied on other things. This new costume was great. The suit was different from the last one I had. Basically looking like the Insomniac version of the Spider-Man suit. It was fast. It was sleek, durable, and fire resistant. And it also had an input heater, which I was very confused about. As I would continue to swing, I decided to take a swing by near UA. So, just to know what's going on. Swinging near UA house, I would look over, seeing the golden gates of the school. After UA's recent kidnapping of Koski ago, they had to put up their security. So, well, basically, my sisters are now living in the dorms, which is interesting. They're living with their classmates, which I don't really know what to say about it. But good, I guess. As I would proceed to jump off the building, swinging away. It's fine. I don't really care. But I do need to finalize what I'm doing. I need to find who these two bosses are. One I need to locate is Kingpin first. He has a bigger hit on me right now. If I can find him first, I can deal with him. If I can't, I'll figure something out. Kingpin Or the other one, Tombstone. I don't know about Tombstone. He was out of the blue, jumping off the building as I proceeded to swing. Proceeded to swing around as I would feel heat beside me. So I would simply turn to sing, "Yo, Endeavor," as I would say. Land on one of the buildings nearby, as Endeavor would simply say, as he would proceed to fly towards the building, as landing on top of it. I would swing towards the building he's on, as landing next to him. So, what have you called for your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man? You need something? Any help? I want to know if I can see I want to see if you're trustworthy. Trustworthy? What do you mean? All Might says you are trustworthy. That you're an okay kid. And very much I can say probably. But as Endeavor says, I need to know if you're decent. As a number one hero, I need to see if you are a threat or if you're not worth being kept on the streets, continuing this vigilante work. I can understand that, as Zuko says. Don't believe me. I'm 100% trustworthy, Zuko says. Endeavor would simply grunt towards it, as he would simply say, well then, as Endeavor would say, All Might also give me an identity. What? As Zuko would say, yes, Zuko Midoriya, I know who you are. Alright? You know my identity. Will you tell everyone? Will you tell the police or anyone else? Because All Might, I do admit, I respect him. I'll keep the secret. As Zuko will take off the mask and simply say, you'll keep the secret? Yes. I can see when someone's actually trying to work hard. I can see it in your eyes. You're sheltered. I went through your file. You're once quirkless. I can see why you don't want to become a pro hero, because you have a lot to catch up to. And All Might explained that your spider powers are not of your own admission. No, they're not. The Zuko will say, so, what do you desire? Unlike All Might, who was okay with you, and some policemen who were okay with you, and not everyone was okay with you. Okay with you running around, using your powers and abilities to your heart's content. But I was doing good for them. I'm saving people's lives, taking down evil. What's wrong with that? Because you don't have a license, as Endeavor simply says. So the public still sees you as a threat. You're a big unknown. Zuko's not. I understand that. I'm an unknown to the public and to the government. I have a way to solve it, as Endeavor simply says. You do? Yes. I'll parole on your behalf, as Endeavor says. I'll figure out with my new status, I'll use it to get you a license. Not a pro hero license, but a license, a license in the end. So, like a prohibited license. Yes. You can use your powers, but they don't want you doing too many crazy things. You can use your powers, you can save people, and this also gives you benefits. What kind of benefits? You can connect to the police radios along with connecting to many hero agencies, or you can call backup for help. Zuko was shocked to hear this. Really? Yes, as Endeavor says, simply. Zuko would. Now, think about it. That doesn't seem like a bad idea. Anything else? Yes. You'll get a license as well, but you won't get a paycheck, though. That's the only thing. So if you do become broke, you're on your own. In which you're barely making past your bills, as Endeavor would say. So I have another deal, but this one's a bit more important. Mizuko looked at Endeavor saying, important? How important? Life importance. This can change your life majority forever. Alright? I can help you financially along with your family and those who you care for. But those who you care for, as Endeavor says. I'll help you pay your family's bills along with your bills. And to be honest, I might not sell as much merchandise as All Might. The more time I spend around the city smiling and giving off the hope that this city needs, the more they see me as the number one hero that they can trust. So my pay's going up pretty quickly, so I can at least help you there. Alright, well, what's your catch? What do you want? I want you to take my daughter's hand in marriage, Endeavor simply says. What? You heard me as Endeavor will simply say, you're gonna sell your daughter just for more? It's not influence and power, Endeavor says. It's for her own benefit. Yes, she's getting used to. Yes, that she's also becoming a pro hero. I'm not doubting her skills. Or maybe I'm slightly doubting her skills. But I want her to be safe. I made a couple bad things and bad choices in the past. I want to rectify them. She might not see this as me rectifying the choices, but this Endeavor will simply look. I need eyes. I need eyes on her from the shadows. Huh? I know at times you follow your siblings or you have a tracker upon them. That's why you put a tracker upon your siblings recently. Yeah, I did put a tracker on my sisters. So you know what they are at all costs, no matter what and where they are. Music says, where are you going with this? I need your eyes in the shadows. That's why I want you to marry my daughter. Not just for her own benefits, but to keep her safe. She's gonna be a pro hero, and one day she might go and be the number one. And yet, I don't want her. How should I say this? Endeavor says, having her back cut open if she gets jumped. Izuku will understand what he's saying. Keep an eye on her. Keep an eye on her so she doesn't end up like All Might. Huh? Endeavor would simply understand exactly. Keep an eye on her and watch her. Help her from the shadows. So that's what you want me to do. To help her from the shadows. That's all? Yes. I'll do all these things for you if you do that. We have a deal. Izuku would simply sigh and fine deal. Endeavor immediately pull out some papers as she would proceed to give Izuku papers and pen. Sign these papers. Huh? Izuku taking the papers says, looking them over. You had these already? Of course I did. I came prepared, as Endeavor simply says. And what if I said no? Then you would be a legal criminal. And I would have chased you down. And I know where you live anyways. I could just expose that too. Izuku looked down and proceeded to sign and write on the papers. It's given to Endeavors. Fine. I guess I'm politically married to your daughter. I also give you some limit of free reign. Huh? You can have more loves than one. Okay. Yes, I must get going now. I want to get those license. The printable license will come in about at least a month, as Endeavor was saying. Before my siblings can do their test to get theirs. Alright, Izuku says. Better than anything. Endeavor would nod as he proceeded jumping into the air as flaming up as proceeded to leave. Izuku put on the mask as proceeded to jump off the building and swing. What a deal. Yes, well, now I guess he can just technically, I don't know, whatever. Time skip. The next week. As you simply watch over UA, doing exactly what Endeavor wanted him to do. Staying in the shadows and seeing how his siblings were, well, doing along with their friends. And not to keep an eye on Miss Todoroki. Even though they were officially married, she didn't know that. And pretty much she didn't want to tell her that, because, well, who was she? Who was he to tell her that? He basically decided her love fate, her whole love life. And he technically did. Izuku proceeded to go find a way to hide and change out of his costume. When school was over, he proceeded to way outside UA campus as proceeding to look at his pebble as continuously throwing it up and down as waiting as, well, he would see them. Izuku looked at him as smiling. You finally came out. About time. MJ would smile, saying, you were waiting for us? She was going to say. Kind of. Yeah, I was. About 2 hours. Don't you have school, Gwen says. Yeah, but my school gets out earlier than yours. A lot earlier. Remember, you're doing hero training and other things. Mine just has the normal. So we do it in less time. Correct, as a smile simply say. You're going to a normal school. We're going to a hero class school. Yep, which just had a couple of their students kidnapped. You know, As seated up their defense and security. Yeah. So how did Mom take it by the doors? Zumi was simply saying she first didn't take it well. But she relented it. I'm glad I wasn't there. As we walk along via the walk with Todoroki, as Suyu would say, so, what are we gonna do? As Rock would simply say, good question. Maybe we could, let's go to the arcade, as May would simply say. As they would all nod, as Go smile, saying, that's a perfect idea. As Koski would walk over, syncs up, as they all pretty much say hi, as along Bakugo's new squad followed. Kirishima said, going to an arcade? Sweet. Can we join? Sure, as Araka says. Kirishima smiled. Kaminari was to say, well, at least we got somewhere to go. I wonder, what kind of games we'll be playing? Maybe Just Dance. Ugh, I can imagine. Oh, his hips shaking. Jiro was gonna use one for ear jacks to you know the drill. Poking Kaminari as using her heartbeat to stun the boy. Ah, that hurts. Would you quit that? Asked Kaminari would say. I don't think so. As long as you stop being so perverted. As very much Zero say so. Well, what are we gonna do next? After that, at a restaurant, as Izumi says. Okay, let's go. As Bako look at Zuko saying, why is the nerd here? He can come along if he wants to, as MJ says. You got a problem? Whatever. As Bako proceeded to wrap his arms around Izumi as they proceeded to walk. Izuku found it really strange. His eyes were narrowed on Bakugo, as wondering why his arm was around his sister. That never happened before. Never. So, he kept an eye out. Now, as he proceeded to text Harry, as Harry was on his way to the arcade himself, which was convenient. He can meet on the way. As not long, they all met up with Harry. Yo, Harry, as Kaminari says. What's up, Kaminari? As Harry proceeded to fist bump him as, yo, Izuku, how's it going? Well, as Izuku says, the two will proceed to talk as Izuku will simply pull Harry over, saying, hey, what's up with Kachan? I don't see the problem. What's wrong? He's close with Izumi. You notice that? Yeah, he is. So, I know why, but I don't think I can really tell. You know why? Come on, tell me. Maybe another time. He took it out narrow, saying, okay. As they finally arrived at the arcade, as they would all pretty much smile as they proceeded to buy themselves tokens, tickets, or whatever arcades use now Because to be honest, they changed their currency and they change it every time. So, tokens, whatever. As they will proceed to play a shit ton of games. The most games that they usually play was Call of Duty, shooting games, and one initial D game. Pretty good at card game is Izuku always ended up first. For some odd reason, as Izuku would ask her brother, you can drive pretty well, but yet you don't have a license. Izuku would simply chuckle. Yeah, I know. I don't know why. Mom doesn't really want me driving a car yet. Even though I'm in a good, age to do so, but whenever she's ready, Bakugo will simply scowl as, yeah. We're gonna head for lunch now or what? As they would all pretty much prepare to head towards lunch. As not long, they finally arrived towards lunch. Ho. As they were all eating and grabbing their food, Izuku's spider sense went off like crazy. Oh, great. He took to look around as now wondering what the hell's happening now. Looking around, Miles took a look at her brother. What's wrong? As she whispered, something's going on. Something's about to happen. And I don't know what it is. As looking at the electronics around, they were glitching out. Izuku would say, hey, as you said, I'm gonna go head to the bathroom. I'll be back. As she proceeded to head to the bathroom, as probably goes to be scoffed, whatever. Not long, Izuku was already in costume, both on top of the rooftop of the diner. As you continue looking over, the street lights were blinking rapidly. His spider sense was going crazy. What the hell's going on? As immediately, boom! It would be a few blocks away as smoke filled the air. What the hell? As immediately jumping off the building as proceeded to swing. Not long, the group of the UA students would proceed to look, saying, "What was that? What was that?" As you used to say, "Mail's a large explosion." Cyril would say, "Hey, let's go check it out. It's just a pro heroes in action." As they all proceeded to nod, they proceeded to go. And not long, they arrived first, seeing two guys. Boom again. One guy was completely destroying things with electricity, as the electricity would continue to blow up things around us, smiling. Oh, yes. These freaking powers are awesome. As proceeded to shoot again, as caused another explosion. As Sam would materialize out of the door, taking the shape of a form of a man. In his early 30s, or late 30s, as simply the guy would say, "Alright, stop playing around, let's get going before the cops arrive." Or you know who pops in. I want to see him. I want to see how I go against the great legend Spider-Man. I want to fry him so badly. But it'd be a shame. It'll be a shame if I didn't even give you that chance. That's what supposed to say, as they would find Spider-Man on a light pole. Spider-Man as the electrified man would simply say, "Yes, I heard you called for me. Now, what can I help you, my little friend?" Nothing. I just wanted to cause some commotion to see the legend himself, and I'm impressed. I heard about the little accident that happened on Oscorp. I like the new threads. They look good. But I think they would look better if it was, a bit more bashed up. As his hands are proceeding to spark with electricity as Spider-Man wants to say, "Well then, I do want to test myself in this new suit, so well then, let's give it a try, shall we?" As immediately the man will shoot a huge ball of electricity as Izuku proceeds to jump right off the light bulb as proceeding to swing around him. Now, what should I call you? Oh, no need to give me a name already. I already got a name. And what's that? As he proceeded to dodge behind the car as the guy was simply shoot again at the car as Izuku proceeded to jumping forward towards the man, but he disappeared in a ball of electricity as reappearing behind him as say Electro, as shooting at him, as sending him crashing into a store. Ugh. Getting up as coming out the store saying, "Not bad of a name. Not bad. I'm impressed. Electro. It fits you. So, what are you doing?" The same for my employer, my boss. You might know him as, Tombstone. That name. Hey, if I beat you, would you tell me about your boss? I would've, but I really can't. 'Cause I know you guys. If I talk, I don't get paid. So that's not gonna be really good for me. So I would advise ya, don't get in my way. But I brought you to me. So should I be saying not to get in your way? I don't know. As Little says, I just want to completely torture you as shooting once more electricity towards him again. Spider-Man jumping over the balls of electricity as proceeded to dodge Electro's attacks. As simply Harry would simply say, "Wow, that's amazing. The way he's moving, so fluid, fast, accurate, but keeping a distance and keeping harm from the public. Now that's a hero." Bakugo would scoff. Like that damn Master Vigilante will be actually a good hero. It's true. Miles would say, "Yeah, don't doubt him. He's pretty strong. Stronger than you really think." So what? That don't mean shit. It looks pretty weak to me. Cyril's saying, Cyril will continue to watch. Alright, so that's how you swing. I wonder how he does it. He does it so fluidly. I gotta ask him for some notes, because this can help me with my movement. As yet again, dodging another lightning bolt as proceeded to fall and crouch beside his Electro. Alright, buddy. We played this cat and mouse game for quite a while now. I'm kind of bored. Same here. Hey, Marco. Should we? Yeah. As his prices would go off immediately, Izuku was trying to dodge, but being hit by sand, as suddenly flying into a car, as the car would go off as glass will shatter immediately the moment he made impact. As the car would be bended, decently bended as Suzuki was grown. Oh, fuck, that hurts. Now, as simply the sands proceeded to rise as his night for you, Spider. Oh shit, this is gonna hurt. As immediately ice would appear as freezing, seeing the sand. What the? As then ice, as flames would immediately protrude out from somebody. Todoroki was the first to make the first move. Not long, Goski came in, sending an explosion back, sending an explosion towards the man of sand. What the fuck do you? What the fuck are you guys? We're pro heroes in training. We got our prohibited license not that long ago. As Goski smiled. We had our tasks earlier than before. Don't worry, Spockio says. We'll take you down real soon. Now don't worry. This won't hurt a bit. As Bakugo proceeds to start an explosion, as Zumi would say, not here. Not that powerful explosion. It'll hurt people around us. Bakugo will scoff as understanding where she was coming from. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. As Spider-Man shattered through the frozen glass as proceeded to jump out. As yet again, more sound would proceed to come as wiping the two up as getting out the way as proceeded to jump forward, getting Ochako along with Suyu out the way of electric attacks. As he proceeded to put them down, saying, "All right, you guys gotta leave. As much as I like to help, you guys are inexperienced. You don't understand this. This is a real fight. You could die. So if you want to live, run." Izuku turned around as Soup is charging a one for all. As the red and blue electricity would cackle around his body as, "All right, buddy. I'm ready to play." As giving a hand gesture to come forward, as Electro smiled with pleasure. As charging the big volt electricity as this is when Kaminari says, "I got this." Wait, as Izuku says, no, wait. As Kaminari proceeded to absorb his Electro's full electricity as Electro would be surprised. "Hey, not bad, kid. I'm impressed. Yeah, and I'm all charged up too." As Kaminari pointed his hand to a finger gun, as he would smile. "Let's see you like your own taste of your own medicine." As charging up the electricity through his body as shooting the attack as Suzuki aimed up in the air as huge volts of electricity proceeded to shoot quickly as destroying a good chunk of a building as, "What the hell are you doing?" as Suzuki says. "Hey, I had that." "No, you didn't." As yet again, Suzuki had to proceed to move Kaminari out the way because of Sandman proceeding to try to crush them both. Suzuki tries one for all at 10%. It's disappearing. And surprisingly, they would see only a blur. Boom! Sandman would be blown as he would turn into sand. As Electro would be hit with multiple blows as be sent flying into a truck. Semi-truck is caving it in as simply laying unconscious cold. Sandman would proceed to run as he would say crap. As proceeded to shoot something out, but nothing came. But a small little item attaching itself to the sand as as Sandman will take the drains to leave. Well, I'll track him there. Izuku's eyes were there, simply glaring at them. As a rooftop, as they would all proceed to follow the vigilante, as Izuku would proceed to glare, as his lens's eyes would be narrowed. What were you all doing? You could have gotten hurt. As well, pro heroes arrived not long later, as Izuku says, really badly hurt. We're trying to help you, as Izumi would simply say. No, I had it under control. You were caved into a car. Caved in? Yes. Am I dead? No, I'm just fine. You rushed into danger without thinking what you were doing. Number one, as he pointed to Katsuki, you try to use a full-blown explosion, full-powered explosion in this whole general area. You could have caused collateral damage. And along with the people around you, in danger. And also killed your classmates. You exerted Electro's full blast. And you tried to fire it back at him. What if he could have exerted that and doubled the power? What would you do then? Or heck, what if it hit somebody? Because you're not just dealing with this condensed energy. You're dealing with pure, in a way, pure electricity. That can affect the human body. You know that, right? You could have made someone's heart stop. Come on and look down this. Y'all very much could have got killed today. And you, looking at Todoroki, I don't know why you did what you did. But y'all just not ready yet. That's simply a gruff way to say correct. As Endeavor would be right behind Spider-Man, simply saying, y'all risked a lot of people's lives today. As they'll all just be talking about the pro number one hero. As Shoka wants to glare at Endeavor, as simply he wouldn't show a glance towards her, as he was simply say, what Spider-Man says is true. Y'all could have got people hurt or killed. Even yourselves killed today. What you did was too risky. This could simply easily just take your professional license away from you right here, right now. They'll all be shocked as simply as they look down. Katsuki used to be growling, saying, oh, why the hell are we being scolded? We had it right away. If who needs to be scolded, it's that damn vigilante right there. Technically, he's not a vigilante anymore, as Endeavor says. He's been given the full rights of using his powers, using his quirk. So he's technically a pro hero now. As Spider-Man waved his hand, yes sir, your friendly Spider-Man, official pro hero. Zero would say, that's amazing. It's awesome. Yes. Just know I will be telling your homeroom teacher about your escapades today. Izumi will simply sigh. Great. We're all going to get great. I don't want to hear an earful from Nozawa-sensei. Me neither, Otako says. As Ito said, I told you we should not have done this. But yet none of you listened to me. Shut up for our eyes, says Katsuki gives a big growl. Anything else to say? I see some people look around. Nothing. Alright. Head home. As Endeavor proceeded to go down. Jumping down from the building as going to talk to the police. As MJ and Gwen were turning around and turning away, everyone proceeded to walk as Izuku was about to jump off the building as Izumi grabbed his shoulder angrily as, "Why won't you let us help you?" Izuku looking around as May would be the one there. Said, "What do you mean why you let me help you? You could have got killed." "Killed, yes, but we saved your life." "Technically, we didn't. I could have easily dealt with them. I was just playing." "Yet you were playing, but yet you still almost got killed today. I couldn't just let you, as much as you want, as much as I say thank you. You're still a student, and yet it's illegal for you to use your powers in the end. Even though you have a original license, there's no excuse." She used to snarls growl. "Oh, really? Take off that stupid mask." Zuko proceeded to take it off. "What? You're mad at me because I'm trying to protect you?" "No, it's not that at all. I'm trying to help you. You're doing this alone. You're going this alone. With nobody else. No one backing you up. You're doing this in the dark. You might seem to have the pro heroes' backs for now, but eventually you won't have their backs. They won't have your back. You'll be in the dark. You're a vigilante in the end. I don't want to lose you. My brother." "I appreciate that," Izuku says. "But yet again, I've been doing this before you entered UA. I can handle myself. And personally, I almost died over, 500 times under this full year. So, hey, what's a little more?" Izuku proceeded to put the mask back on and saying, "I'll call you when I get home." As jumping off the building is proceeded to swing away, Akatsuki will come back saying, "Hey babe, what's wrong?" As she was just scowling, saying nothing. "Let's go." Miles will be breathing, sighing. Great. Drama. As she proceeded to follow her sister along with her new boyfriend down the stairs. As finally, he would, after a few hours later, arrive back at his apartment, taking off his mask, proceeding to stretch. He would proceed to take out his phone and call his sister, but yeah, she's probably sleeping by now, so hey, might as well just let her sleep. After laying in his bed, after taking off his costume, he would proceed to think, which she just did say has some truth. He might seem to have the pro years back for now, but he won't have it forever. He would sigh as, now I'm thinking about the biggest thing. Izumi knows. Mai knows. Goski, does he know? I don't know. He was there on the tower. On Oscar Tower. He didn't see his face fully. Nor did he recognize his voice at the time. Probably because of the fact that he was just kidnapped and along fighting a huge-ass monster. As Izuku's Messiahs, now he needs to know one thing. What will he do with Todoroki? She was a bigger thing than he thought that she was. Yes, that she was a problem, but not a problem that he would originally think he needed to face. Maybe he should tell her about his secret identity. No, she doesn't know him. So why would he tell her? Maybe get to know her? True. You should just tell her at face value. He'll figure it out tomorrow. Tell her about secret identity about tomorrow and see how she reacts. Izuku would think, now that thinking about his secret identity, there are two people that he needs to tell. MJ and Gwen. How could he forget about them? Proceeded to put his hands on his head as sighing. This is so troublesome. Proceeding to turn around on his bed as laying on his side. Well, pretty much time to get some sleep. Figure it out by tomorrow. Time to skip. Next day. After school, not long, he would arrive, at Yui once again, as, he would see them all yet again. But Todoroki would be waiting. Izuku would still be waiting while next to her, saying, "So, what are you doing here?" "Well, I'm here and waiting for you," as she'll simply say. "Waiting for me?" "Yes." "Why?" She would simply look away from him as saying, "Let's call it a gut feeling," as she would simply say emotionlessly, as the two would decide to walk away from the group. As she would say, why did you want me to walk with you? I want to get to know you," Izuku says. "You seem cold and distant, but ever since Sports Festival, you're better. You're using your full power for your quirk, and, you're actually growing your strength." She would simply smile and say, "Well, that's good coming from a vigilante like you," as she would simply say. Izuku was surprised hearing that, a vigilante. "What makes you think I'm a vigilante?" Izuku says. "It's quite obvious," as she would simply say. "You're missing all day yesterday, after you went to the bathroom," as you so-called say. Izuku sweated as finding, "Shit! Forgot about that. I just put the dots together afterwards after checking for you in the bathroom. You weren't there." Crap. Not ready to tell you yet, but Izuku subside. "You got me." "Yeah, I'm Spider-Man." "I had a hunch feeling." I should simply say, "There's something that I need to talk to you about. That American proposal that you did," she'll simply say in a very cold voice. "So you do know about that as well?" "Yep. My father told me last night. Which, as I can say, is I'm not really happy with you. But nor do I know you, so I don't know your motives. It could be for power or for something else. Which, if you wanted power, you would become a pro hero. And the way that your sisters talk about you, you're not someone who wants to outrightly go out for things, or greedy or anything like that." "No, I'm not," Izuku says. "So, I want you to understand why I made the deal." As he proceeded to tell her, what Endeavor told him. she was beside us, saying, "You're praying for, you want the best for your family, your mother, father, sisters." As she would say, "Yeah, I do." That's why you had to argue with your sister. So you were there, huh, too? It's quite obvious. Yeah, I did. I don't get it, as she would simply say. Why won't you let her help you? The problem is, I don't want her having a bigger target on her head. Let me give you an example. I have a guy named, two guys, one called Kingpin and another called Tombstone. These are big, really big crime bosses who can basically probably wipe my family clean off of this, basically the earth. And I don't want that. So it's the best if I interact with her less and less as Spider-Man. Suzuki Midoriya, I can interact with her as much as I can. But Spider-Man, that's a whole new ball game. Interesting. You seem to try to protect. Yeah, try to protect her. Yeah, she was beside us, saying, understandable. How was your home life when you were growing up? She was simply have a dark look on her face and say, terrible. I presume so, but he's changed for the better, you know. So he says, but yet he puts me in a marriage contract, a quirk marriage at that. Doesn't give me any chance, doesn't give me any choice. You asked me, she was super say, glaring at him as Zuko. That's understandable, but your safety is his top priority. So, if it means to keep you alive and safe, I guess he was willing to risk that. And everybody deserves a second chance. She would simply look towards the succubus. She would sigh. You're strange, Midoriya. I am? Yes. You're not like your sisters. You're not outvoting like them. You're confident, but you're not as confident as them to where they majority just speak their mind for everything they see. You're more reserved, quiet, shy. Well, yeah, I'm shy. She was like a smile saying, that's understandable. So, it's nice talking to you, Zuko simply smile. Want me to take you home? I'm not far from my house, actually. I think I can stay away by myself. She'll smile as Zuko say, alright, see you. And she was supposed to see her walk away. Zuko smiled, finding that her conversation that they had was very nice. Proceeding to head into an alleyway, changing to his costume, and swinging out from the other side. So what could he say truly? Could he say that he's decent? No, probably not. As proceeded to land upon a building as looking over, might as well tell them now. He needs to anyways. No. How will he break this to them, though? Alright, Zuko. Think. Will you break this to them? Will you just tell them in person, or will you call them, or send a message? Or better yet, don't tell them at all. Zuko freaked out. I don't know what to do. I still don't know what to do. Zuko would proceed to lift up his arm, tapping his forearm, as proceeding to look at it as seeing a map. As those red dots will be blinking. So that's where you are. As he proceeded to swing towards the location of the dot, and his proceeded swing is finally arriving at the location. A tall skyscraper. Tall skyscraper, huh? Proceeding to head towards the top as taking a vent. The vents are useful. Crawling into the vent as making his way through. So, who will this be? Tombstone? Kingpin? We'll see. Once he made it down, he proceeded to look as would see Marco being talked to by a voice. Very gruff. As if he was to say, yet again you failed. You failed to get the cash and the prize. You're disappointing me. You're very much disappointing, Mark. You're disappointing me. You know that, Flint? But boss, I'll do anything. Give me a second chance. Cause I'll give you another chance. But if you fail me again, Flint, Marco, I will kill you. Just know that. You can leave my office. Thank you, boss. As he proceeded to leave, as you can come out now. As Suzuka proceeded to smash through the vent, as proceeded to use a web line to rope himself down, as saying, "Wow, isn't that a nice chat that you have with your employee? So, how bad was it? Bad or terribly bad?" Impressive, Spider-Man. You found me already. I thought it would take another year and a half for you to figure out where I am. No, I work pretty fast. Not bad. As he turned around, showing a man. He had pale skin that looked a bit bluish. He was bulky, very bulky. His head was shaved of all the hair. He had a tux on, as he would proceed to smile. "Oh, I'm impressed by your skills. And yet again, you could be better than this. Taking on street villains and crimes and all these super villains, you could have a good pay. I want to offer you a job." Offer me a job? What job? Well, as he used to say, pull out. Come forth is pulling out grabbing the chest is pulling out a wad of cash. Because I do not know Japanese currency. Let's just say 100K. That's a lot of money, as Suzuki says. Truly. But you can have this all. All you gotta do is work for me. What's the catch? No weak no fighting criminals or any supervillains for a week. You can earn this cash by the end of the month. I don't know about that. Let me think about it. How about a big fat no? As he proceeded to do a swing kick, as swinging towards Tombstone, as Tombstone would grab him with no effort, as proceeded to throw him towards the wall, as it would crack, as say, I have to admit, you're young and inexperienced, so you don't know any better. So I'll give you another chance. 100K. Take it. All you gotta do is work for me. Yeah, I just said no. Bazooka proceeded to shoot a weapon towards a table that's proceeded to throw it towards Kingpin. Not Kingpin, Tombstone, as it would smash upon his body as simply he would dust off his clothing as kind of disappointing. Bazooka proceeded to grab a chair, as proceeded to throw it at the window, as jumping out the window. As Kingpin was beside, well, he'll come back eventually. As Tombstone was simply asked one of his men to fix the window, as not only to his command, as the guard would proceed to go out to fix the window, Bazooka diving off, swinging is thinking, shit, that went bad. 100K just for a week? Wasn't a bad deal, but I already got a deal. I'm not going to just betray sides. Hell no. Izuku proceeded to land upon the roof side as, looking over the city, I made a promise on Masaru. I'm gonna protect the city. I'll keep that promise. Over my dead body, I'll switch to the other side. Jumping off the building once again as we see the swing.